Record. It's still doing that weird voice thing. It did that on. I don't. If you use Zoom and you do record it, it's just started now telling you in this American digitized voice that recording in progress, and I've not got used to it yet. So it's a bit like, who said that? Where did that come from? Right. So today we're going to carry on our second of the meditations connected to the chakras. Last week we did the base chakra, the earth chakra. And like I said, with these, I'm not going to go into lots and lots of detail on what they are and what they're about, because there's lots and lots of resources and some great, in fact, I'll post some good videos up in the Secret Cinema suggested reading on, not reading, suggested watching for some interesting stuff about chakras, and that's probably a nice way of doing that. I wanted us to concentrate on the meditation part of it. Let me just check. There we go. So today we're going to be working on the second chakra, the sacral chakra. I did say to Debbie earlier on when I saw it, I should really learn to pronounce the Indian name for it, the Sanskrit name for it. But it won't. It just won't stick in my head. It won't stick in my head, and it's quite long and not easiest to say. So for this one, at a simplest basic level, it's associated with the element of water and emotions, our passions, our desires, our vitality for life, also our creativity. And I'm really hoping that you will get a lot from this meditation. I was really on it today and sat down this morning and spent quite a lot of time with it. So it kind of carries on from the last one. However, if you didn't catch the first one and you haven't listened to it yet, you can still quite easily pick this one up. So I'm going to take another sip of water. Perfect. And we'll begin, as we always begin. Forgive the squeaky chair. It's very comfortable, but it does squeak. By having a fidget, get comfortable. Have a stretch. And we'll begin with 3 wonderful deep breaths in. Now, I don't want you to close your eyes on the first or the second in-breath or out-breath, but on the third deep breath, on the out-breath, just gently, in the time that you need to take to relax and go within for a while, just allow your eyes to close. Just allow them to close. And once they're closed, you can just keep them gently closed and just focus on your breathing. And just allow yourself to go with this, to experience this at many different levels that you can start to experience as we do this. So we can begin taking a nice deep breath in, holding that moment, and just slowly breathing out. Take a deep breath in, hold it, and again, just gently releasing, slow breath out. Taking a third wonderful deep breath in. And on this one, just allowing the eyes to close as you breathe out gently. As you relax. As you take this time for you. And I don't want you to relax any quicker than you need to relax. Allowing yourself to let go now. And for a while, just focus on your breath. And I'd like you to spend a little while Just breathing gently in, roughly for the count of 7, at whatever pace that is for you. Comfortably breathing in for the count of 7. And then as you breathe out, breathing out for the count of 11, just finding your own rhythm, your own pace with that. I don't know what that pace is for you, but a shorter in-breath for roughly the count of 7. And then a longer out-breath for the count of 11. Breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing. Letting go. Breathing in and out. And just know and realize that you're going to meditate. You're going to relax. Outside noises will not disturb you. They just help you let go, help you relax. And everyday thoughts will not disturb you. They just allow you to let go. Even more, even deeper. Just letting go. And there's nothing to do when it comes to relaxing. Nothing to do, in fact. The effort of doing anything can just be too much. And you can relax. Breathing in for that 7 breath. Breathing out for 11. In for 7. Out for 11. Breathing in for the short breath. Out for the longer breath as you relax. And I don't know where you start now to experience that sense of relaxation and calm, that sense of comfort, but wherever that is for you, as you become aware of that now, you can allow that feeling to start to spin and flow within you. That's right. Breathing in and out. And just return to your natural breath, that gentle rise and fall of your breath, that gentle ebb and flow, that tide, your natural rhythm. And as you sit or as you lie there, allow a sense of peace to start to develop within you. Where do you feel that peace now as it starts to flow within you? That stillness, that peace, that same still, calm comfort that can come from sitting upon the earth. And as you remember briefly last week's meditation, or even if you weren't there, just remember what it feels like to be sat upon the earth or to be lay upon the earth. And allow your connection to the earth, the ground beneath you, to become part of your awareness. That firmness of earth, the stability of rock, solid, unmoving, deep peace of the earth, strong, firm. You are still, unmoving, yet aware, realizing that for every ebb and flow of every breath, there is a subtle flow, a gentle movement in your body. With each breath, there is change. Be aware. Discover that from the inner to the outer, and the outer to the inner, the path between the worlds is woven through you. Follow that breath all the way within. Your chest rises as air flows in through your nostrils, down your throat, deep down into the lungs, expanding. That breath, your breath, ebbs and flows, balanced and as gracefully as waves upon the shore. Inside, your heart beats, your blood flows, a river of life, connecting each and every cell within you. Blood flows outwards, and the blood flows in towards the center again. Each and every cell expands and contracts, ever reproducing, ever dying, and ever reproducing again. And I don't know which you'll choose, but I want you to wiggle a finger or a toe as you become aware of the subtle impulses of nerves running down your arm or your leg as you continue to breathe in and out. Deep in your belly, and I don't know if you start to notice a warm glow of orange now, or if it will take a few seconds to become aware of that warm glow of orange now within the belly, deep in your belly, pulsing throughout your pelvis, your abdomen. And as you become aware of the warm orange glow, and as you relax into that feeling, begin to be aware of pulsations of orange light moving in rivulets down your legs, up again through your thighs, flowing through your belly, and up through your back to nourish all of you. You can start to feel that nourishing, sustaining, energizing as you also begin to really sense now that you are alive. You realize that you are a wave of motion. Nothing within you is truly still. Nothing around you is ever still. Everything is constantly changing at each and every moment. Become aware now of every sound, every ray of light, every breath is an oscillation, back and forth, constantly moving, swaying, flowing. And as you are thinking of this, and as you're aware of this, and as you're feeling this, you can become aware of the constant flow, constant change, changing every moment from the last, because all flows, all changes. Realizing that by the end of this meditation, you and the world will have changed, will be different. And I wonder just how aware now you can become the subtle inner flows of movement and thought, moving up, moving down, within and without. And as you become aware of these flows, you can start now to let them spin and flow even more within you, easily removing now any obstacles by simply easing any tensions you may have had. Each breath, each moment, each movement, removing any obstacles, easing any tensions, and releasing those blocks simply and effortlessly. And as the flow removes those blocks that you used to have, maybe you can become aware of a gentle movement, a swaying, a rocking within your body, just gentle. And maybe your body can gently move, rock, sway. I do not know where that sense of movement begins, but you notice that now. You can allow your body, just very subtly, to respond. Gentle motion, expanding and then returning back to your core self again. Because sometimes you can find yourself slowly flowing like a great river. Sometimes like a mountain spring. Sometimes almost still like a tranquil lake, and other times with the passion and power of the waves of the ocean. Imagine water flowing down through the crown of your head, all the way down through your body, the neck, the shoulders, the chest, the back, the stomach, the hips, the legs, the knees, shins and calves, all the way to the tips of your toes. Feel that fluid run down through you. As you become aware now the journey of water flowing from the sky, caressing mountains, running in rivulets to various pools. I wonder how you can feel now, as if water is raining down on you, caressing your body in streams down your body, making its way all to soften the earth below. You are the rain as you fall effortlessly from heaven to earth. Every thought, a droplet falling from your mind, tiny movements, the tides within you grow and move faster as they plunge downward, cascading over pinnacles of earth. Then slowly, as they slither, serpentine across great valleys of your fertile fields. Now as one, you ebb and flow with the tides of the sea, pulled by the moon through dark into light. Your oceans, vast, deep, teeming with life. Your passion, your vitality flows outwards, spilling onto the shores around you, and then returning back to you. You drink in all the change around you. Pull its movement through you as your life ebbs and flows in and out. You breathe. With each breath, becoming more aware of your body's sensation. I do not know where sensation begins to flow now for you, but as you become aware more intensely of the sensation of your body, aware of its shape, its form, its feeling, the rise of emotion, sensuality of the sensation of you, each sensation like a wave to ride, like a drop of water into the still waters of your awareness. And although by yourself, you can start to be aware of the ebb and flow of others around you and in your life, all changing, ebbing, flowing, your own movement desiring to reach out, to connect, to unite, for the oceans of your life to flow into theirs and on into the deeper oceans of existence. You can begin to reach beyond all that you are, finding your other, different yet the same, merging, flowing into the other. The waters ebb and flow, nurturing, cleansing, healing, awakening within a joy, ecstasy for your connection and being in the vast ocean of existence. As you start to discover a deep pleasure within you, because you are water, the essence of all forms, yet formless. You are the point from which each direction flows, and you are the flow. You feel, you move, you embrace the other. I want you to be aware of a sense of joy and rejoicing as you start to realize now that we all flow into the sea of life. And I don't know where you feel that flowing, that growing, but allow it to build, to spin, and to flow within you. A joy for the life. Each breath, an ebb and flow of the tide. Each thought, a drop of rain, cascading down. As you take just enough time for you to be at peace upon and within those flowing waters, within the flow and ebb of life, at the deepest level. Each tide, each moment, different some way to the last, changing, transforming, being aware of that constant movement, that constant flow. Being in the awareness of that constant change and finding deep within yourself, within the ocean of your own being, the seas of your awareness, that flow, that peace and that joy at the changing, shifting waters of life. And I'm not going to count you out of this meditation. In fact, I don't want you to come out of this any quicker than you need to take to feel the vastness, the beauty of those waters of life, and realize that you are a part of all that changes, all that flows. And as you start to realize this, whatever that means to you, you can become aware of your breath, that ebb and flow, following that breath all the way back out, ready to receive the next wave of life. And just in the time that you need to take, to emerge from this meditation with the deep peace of the still waters of life, of awareness. Can you start to return? And when you're ready, you can find yourself back in your room, back there with me, and I with you. There's no rush, just allowing yourself to come back. And when you're fully back, you can wriggle your toes, you can have a stretch, feel good with that depth and that peace within you. And then when you're fully back, and you notice everybody else is back also, we can put on our microphones, reconnect.